What's up, my little Tattle Tells? Listen, Prince William has decided to show how vindictive, petty, and unfit to rule he truly is by announcing to the public that he wasn't inviting his only brother to his 40th birthday party. Now, I know this is live action footage of Prince Harry and Meghan finding out they wouldn't be invited. But the real question I have is Rose Hanbury going to be invited? Because judging by Take Your Mistress to Work Day, or as you like to call it, Philip's Memorial, it looks like there's a good chance she might be there. You guys, and all of Catherine's Mary Poppins cosplay in the world isn't going to keep William from allegedly trimming that rose bush.
So first, let's talk about the royal funeral, if you will. We see the Queen Mom. Oh, let's not forget her guest of honor, because even though there are things so unspeakable in the UK as marrying a divorced black mixed race woman, there are some things that are forgivable. For one, there is your ne'er-do-well disgraced son who you are single-handedly, it looks like maybe as your last wish, putting him back in a position of respect and authority. Also, things are acceptable. It's having your husband's long-term mistress also show up for the funeral to pay her respects. But guess what? Now, Charles was also there with his mistress turned girlfriend turned wife turned, queen consort turned, you have the blessing of the queen. Many people did speculate this was a quid pro quo in order for Andrew to actually be given a pathway back into being a working royal. But not to be outdone, Prince William also said, wait, I have a mistress too, allegedly. Enter Rose Hanbury. For you guys that do not know, Rose Hanbury was one of Kate's very, very close friends until she found out that she was enjoying a few quiet dinners alone with William. Now, we all know that William has a propensity, allegedly, for yummy mummies. Kate, on the other hand, had no idea that it was going on. Here's Rose allegedly looking dejected that she has to let this Lord Voldemort climb on top of her allegedly every night, while Kate is none the wiser. There's Will's pompous smile, because as we know, he is doing just as his father and his forefathers also did. Do you think at this moment that Kate actually realized that she was the Diana in Charles and Camilla 2.0? Now, as we know, there was a lot of terse conversations. Kate demanded, allegedly, that William ice Rose Hanbury out, except for the fact that she is married into royalty. She showed up at the state dinner without her wedding ring, looking like $1 million, and Kate once again was wearing a doily. But do not worry, Kate covered it up with fake smiles everywhere. And as we see who won that power structure. Rose was invited to the funeral, which might explain Kate's permanent glued-on smile even at the most inappropriate times. Now, I may not know much about UK culture, but I assume that it's a bit odd to have a glued-on smile walking into the cathedral and Mary Poppins cosplay realness with a plastered smile on your face at all times. Again, I don't know, maybe it's culture, but let's talk about why you came here. The birthday party. You know, William has sworn that Harry will not be invited, which I actually want to say this type of ruling only works when you are sitting on top of a colonial empire. The empire is being dismantled. You can only play these mean girl tactics when you are the HBIC. William is not even the HBIC, and it looks like by the time he will be, his painfully arrogant and mean nature might actually take everything down. But let's get back to the party.
Also, can we take a moment and talk about the scary issue that's going on with Catherine? Has she been rebooted, reprogrammed? Why is she not allowed to show up anywhere without that pasted on smile? Guys, this is getting creepy. Reports are saying that although it is thought that they would bury the hatchet when they reunite for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations this summer, I know Harry's sitting there thinking, who is coming to the Queen's Jubilee? If you guys don't approve my security request, then next time you will see Archie, Lilibet, Meghan, or me will be on the family Christmas card that you guys always try to outdo. But did you remember last Christmas, their J. Crew attempt, that Jean commercial? They tried to actually pass off as a Christmas card to upsert Mary. All right, So this is directly from the British press. Although it's thought that they would be burying the hatchet when they reunite for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations this summer, one source is now claiming that William has decided against Harry inviting Harry to his 40th birthday party. Listen, let me tell you what's going on. First of all, if Harry doesn't get a security clearance, he's not playing about his family. He's not coming, and they know he's not. I actually do think that them trying to wrangle him into coming to Prince Philip's funeral was also a way to get evidence against him in the lawsuit, saying this man claimed he needs security, but he came over for a funeral and he was fine, so there's no reason for security. We all know that the palace loves to play reindeer games, and they're very, very much elementary, obvious reindeer games, but also, too, you know why we know William doesn't want to invite Harry to his birthday party? Partly because he hates him and he's petty and vindictive. And he's mad that he's unfit to rule. And Harry, just like Princess Margaret, first of all, the monarchy should be abolished. But if you believe that it should exist, Harry was more fit to rule. But I also believe that after his flop tour and after the way him and Catherine brought so much disgrace to Saltine Island, I really honestly do believe that he does not want Harry there, or Meghan, flocked by adoring fans chanting their name. They are already trying to get back into their cocoon of delusion. I know it's hard because they were humiliated on a world stage and looked at as irrelevant and looked at by the time he rules, if he rules, the monarchy will be over, at least the Commonwealth will be dissolved. I think it's too much for him to see his little brother, who in his mind was always the ugly one, who was always the black sheep, who was always the way ne'er-do-good brother, right? Actually be adored and loved, and his wife given 800 times more attention than Kate ever could be given. But let's continue. According to the Heat magazine, right? This is where it's come to, that palace sources have to go to the Heat magazine. All right. William, who will celebrate the milestone on the 21st of June. William's only 40, but his hairline says different anyway, right? Reportedly believes that it will bring a whole fresh set of problems. And the problems are, it'll show that nobody likes you if Harry and Meghan attend, and feels that Harry's decision not to attend Prince Philip's memorial has caused more issues between them. You know what? They are so desperate to turn the narrative from the way listen, William and Kate always went out and did nothing. We know most royals do. The one time they had an important mission was to go charm the Commonwealth countries that were thinking about leaving. They got their butts handed to them. They basically showed up to renew their vows, and somebody served them with divorce papers. It was internationally humiliating. The source goes on to say, William still loves Harry. That'll never change. But his apparent insensitivity makes him a persona non grata at the moment, and it'll take some miracle for that to change. Cut to Harry saying, "Don't care. Please keep me out your mouth." And listen, the only miracle that we need to happen is for Will to finally get a clue. But you know what? You can't. It's never going to happen. The fact that they are desperate to change the narrative and somehow remind the British public of how much they hate Harry and Meghan, to basically take away the national shame that they bought their people, it's not going to happen. The source goes on to say, the feeling is that even if Harry and Meghan decided to come to William's celebration, and that is a big if, their presence would bring a whole fresh set of problems, and nobody wants that. Again, the operative word being problem, reminding people that nobody likes you and you are not the popular brother, right? You are truly the other brother. The sad truth is that William barely recognizes, let alone relates to his younger brother anymore. And I know Harry and Meghan are saying, thank God for that, because they are literally, William and Kate are literally radioactive right now. They have embarrassed their country, they've embarrassed themselves, and they have shown, in my opinion, that the monarchy has no place in the 20th century. But you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm working on another body language analysis of William and Kate. Apparently, there's trouble in paradise. You guys, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.